Hello, hello. And 1 second, I'm trying to get my other account pulled up here so I can read the comments. There we go. Hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. I most certainly am. We're going to be working on the Wild Things book today and getting the signatures put in and probably a bookmarker done today since I have so much paper left over now. All right, let me get my mods on here. And then I think we'll be ready to go. Oh, sorry. Okay. Hello, Facebook, YouTube, all you good guys. All right. So the last time I was on live, which was Tuesday, I think it was, made the cover to the Wild Things book. Lays flat. Yay. And I added the hairball, the mane, onto the thing. And I also added the spine dangle thing. And so today will be the signatures. I flattened it all back down so that way I could sew through it today. So that's where we're at. Okay, let me sit down and try not to roll all the way across the floor here. All right. So some quick announcements. My next batch of washi tapes has just been shipped and will be here next week. There's 5 of them. What are they again? Oblivion, Black Swan, Highland Cows, Gods and Goddesses, and Labyrinth. And then the next 7 are in production right now. So yay! Good to go on that. And I'm working on the next set at the moment. So busy. And now I'm finally officially on summer break and I'm super stoked. So I can work on it even more. All right, let me set this to the side and show you what I've done with the signatures here. It's 3 signature book. I'm going to be adding in some inserts and stuff like that on live. So here we go. I also took apart the book of the Wild Things book. And so what I did was, this is an actual page from the actual book, and then I lined it with another thing here, and this is actually a pocket, and the other side is also the rest of it, and it is also a pocket. So when it's sewed in, I'll be able to put stuff in there. And I created these pages here. I made the lines, of course, like childlike on purpose, so that way they kind of match the motif of the book. And like I said, I used pages from the book. I got some line pages here, some monster tracks, more pages from the book. Oh, this one's like going to be a side pocket right here. Add stuff in there. May have stuff stick out. I don't know yet. And then then I just added some of the pages from the book that didn't have any, were just pictures also. So that's going to be how the signatures are. So we're going to get started on that. Let me make sure I keep them all lined up. So I got signature 1, 2, and 3. Got them in order. Let's get started. And then that way we can get a bookmarker done, and then I can work on other little embellishment thingies for it, you know, all that good stuff. So I'm going to start with the back signature, which is going to be, I think, this one. Yeah, this one. I think I'm just going to use black embroidery thread that I just had right here. Where the heck did it go? I don't know. Let me just get another one out, because I think black will go with the theme a little bit better. And this is pretty thin fabric, so I think it will be fine to sew through. So I'm going to make sure all of my goody goodies are lined up here. 1 and 2. And then here we go. All right, let me look at this one and make sure, because I was shifting them around a little bit. All right. Make sure my holes are all lined up, because I had some pages in here that were not like the same length or put all the way top to bottom or something like that. I need to make sure. Yeah, that one's good. This one is right there. And I've already poked the holes in them because I wanted to be prepared. Okay. Here we go. Set this like this. All right. Let me check. Let me get a bigger poker here so I can make sure my holes are all lined up. All right, they appear to be. Keep that to the side. And it will be very quiet because I'm the only one home right now. Oh. So I like it when it's nice and peaceful and quiet. My oldest daughter's working. My 2 middle kids are traveling with their grandparents to South Carolina to go pick up their little cousin. And Ruby's at the park with Daddy, because she knows how to, she has him wrapped around her little finger. So he was like, I'll take you to the park today. Like, going to the petting zoo wasn't enough yesterday, but that's okay, because she couldn't go. There is no way on this earth I was going to let my youngest child travel across state lines. You know what I'm saying? I just pushed that. Okay. So this is going to be a chore, because I got to go through hair. I'm going to try to push it through so I can yank it without yanking any hair out. I was looking for my longer needles. I couldn't find them, and I'm not sure if I actually have an actual longer one. So we'll just make do. See if I can get it. I tested it out, oh there we go, to make sure that it would go through the hair, and it went through just fine. So it's just getting it through all the mess. There we go. And being able to pull it out on the other side without yanking big wads of hair out. This ain't Jerry Springer. We don't want to do that. Yeah. My poor husband is, I think he's got like a stomach ulcer because every time, I swear, he eats stuff he's not supposed to. I hate being one of them wives that's like, you know what that's going to do, right? You know? But he obviously is not learning that you can't eat like you're 17 anymore. You know what I mean? There we go. That was a chore in itself. What did I just do? Oh, no, I did not just do that. Did I just do? I did that. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I went through the wrong way. Because I'm talking, I'm not paying attention. Let me get this back out. Not a big deal. This is actually better to mess up now than later. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start it like this, then go through it like that. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Oh my gosh. It's Saturday. It is Saturday, right? Yep, Saturday. Brain does not function very well on Saturdays. Now I got to try to find this flipping hole. Where the heck is it? All right. It's like I'm going in blind. I'm going in blind. Oh, it's right there. Ah! I knew that was coming. There it is. Now, let me untangle the hair here. I swear this is like something I never thought I'd be doing it ever in my life. This is sewing through a lot of hair. All right, let me find. I have a lot of pages in here, which is a little bit more than I would usually add. What did I just do? I pulled that out. Hold on. Hang on, let me get the holes lined up here, and then I'm going to clip it because that'll just make it easier. There we go. Let me put a clip on it. I'm going to clip this sucker so it don't move because I don't feel like dealing with shifty eyes anymore. All right, make sure. Whoop, there we go. Yep. All right, so hopefully that'll keep it all lined up. Like I said, I have more pages in here than I'm used to dealing with. So that should work. Let me make sure I'm right way, because if I was upside down and I sewed all that, I would be really upset. Okay, I'm gonna just go partially through, and that way I can go through here like that. Keep that there and try not to little hairball. There we go. Pulling hair through it. That's funny. Do this. There we go. Oh, that's a lot easier. We're good. We got it. We're back on track. Okay. Alright, where is that hole? Ah, I got it the first time. Oh, that's a lot easier. Yeah, so I'm going to have to remember that. If I have any kind of fabric or something like that on there, I'll clip it, nip it, do whatever, especially fur. All right, let me pull this tight. Just a little bit more. I'm going to do it one more time. There we go. All right. Now, this shouldn't be terrible. I'm going to say that, and it's going to be awful. There we go. There we go. It look like this. Gonna look like she has been on a Jerry Springer episode by the time I'm done. Yeah, she's gonna be thick. Thick and juicy. Oh my gosh. Ruby, speaking of Ruby, she got me in trouble with my in-laws. She walked up to my mother-in-law and said, "Mama, look at my juicy doubles." And I was like, "Ruby, what's wrong with you?" She's like, "That's what you always say to me." And I was like, oh my gosh. And my mother-in-law, thank goodness, didn't know what that meant. Come on. Come on. Almost. Ugh. Man, I'm sweating now. I just feel like I just burned like 200 calories. All right, let me make sure that I got... Don't want to have any knots in my hair. There we go. Oh, okay. It's underneath. We can deal with it. I can deal with that. It's like what it's like to brush out toddler's hair. I might need to use one of these when she gets her hair all in a pickle. There we go. So it's almost like they are like hidden a little bit. Just move the hair over just a hair. There we go. All right, pull this sucker tight. God, I gotta do this like 2 more times. All right. There we go. So now I got a... Oh my gosh. That's crazy. But yeah. Oh no. That's funny though. Fixing one of my nails. Hold on. I felt one of my nails was coming loose. Loosey goosey. So I had to fix real quick before I end up losing it in this wad of hair. Alright. So got that one. Alright, so let me glue this one. This one, I'm going to make a sideways pocket. I haven't put my beacons yet in a, what's it called? An icing bottle. So, and I hate using these big bottles because they make too big of a stream of glue. So, there we go. And I'm almost done with the black and white journal that I've been working on. And I'll be posting that in Etsy when I am. I just have to add a few more little thises and that's to that. And then I got another journal I'm going to be making. That one I'm not doing on live because I'm working on this one on live. So I have one, I'll be making journals for my page and doing journal spreads, and then for content. And I added some more things. I'll probably add a little bookmarker. I usually add a bookmarker to my journal books. Most of the time though I forget. So I'll remember to add a bookmarker to that. And then my oldest daughter almost took it though. I was like, what are you doing with my book? And she was like, oh, are you done with this? And I was like, no. I was like, Heifer, put that down. That's not for you. That's for my Etsy shop. And she's like, well, can you make me one? A spiral book? And so I was like, yes. So I gotta make her a spiral bug. Let me get my... Look at all kinds of bowl in here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Alright, and I'm just going to use the same little gunmetal, oh, not those, gunmetal gray ones. Why do I have such wide ones in here? I don't understand. I don't remember getting those. Alright, and then I need 2 thingamabobbers here. Oh, oops. Was trying to lock it in there. Alright, do this. I'm going to put the middle one in. And look and see how it's doing. There we go. Get the hair out of there. Alright, so then we got an extra pocket. We'll cut that and get it out of the way. Yeah, you can't even see it. Good. So that doesn't look too bad then. And like I said, I can always pull the hair out, and they're very hidden signatures. Works for me. Alright. Let me look here. Let me get my thread first. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, yeah. Let's see. 1, 2. Alright, let me clip. I'm going to clip the pages so that way they don't get shifty-eyed on me because of these little tiny doodads. Let's see. That one's a whole page. One's there. That one's right there. And then I got that one. And then that. Okay. This one will be a lot easier. I just kind of mixed up the pages too. Let me make sure they're... Yep, that's good. That's good. I'm just poking a hole, making sure the holes are all lined up. Can't do it way over there. There we go. Keep these straight. Oh, that's so much easier. Whoop. Thought that was part of the string over here. Surely it's not right there. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that's crooked. Oh, it's way on up here. There it is. All right. This one shouldn't be too bad to find because it's right underneath that thingy. There it is. All right, let me get all the hair out of the way. There you go. All right, got it. That one was a lot easier than the first one. Now that I got a good grasp on what I gotta do. This one's going to be the upper pocket for the bookmarkers. So let me go through one more time. Yes, there we go. What I need something that grab these so I don't yank out my hair. Let me try this. Oh, there we go. Stay open so I can see. Oh, okay. See, I got it. Where's that? There it is. Where are you? There. There we go. Put this back on. Hey, Sherry. How are ya? Fighting for my life with this book. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here's my little stick. I don't know why I can get through them, but okay, there we go. There we go. I think I got it. It's always rough whenever you have like different size papers in your signatures because you want to keep them like all there it goes straight. Not, you know, all crazy town. All right, you fix the hair. Make sure we ain't got any. God, it's so ridiculous. I feel so weird doing this. Like I'm preparing somebody to be shaved or something for surgery. Trying to find something. All right. If I make another one of these books, I'm going to sew the hair on last, I think. And I'll just put a hole in for the, or put the hair on last and then put a hole for the little notchy thingy. You know. All right, this one is going to be an upper pocket. I got some stuff on the edge here. Get that off. There we go. This one also, this picture right here came from the book. And it was too small to really do anything with, so I was like, let me just stick it on this, because all it is just little stars on this page, so that'll work. Got glue on my hands. Put one eyelet in this one. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. One more to go. Oh my gosh, I can already feel a headache coming on. Oh, you heifer. Get in there. All right. Ooh. I think I got super irritated because I had to bring home groceries, and my pug maggot hole, that's what I kept calling her, because she kept getting in the, like, climbing all over the bags of groceries. We always have to put Jack up because he gets too wound up, and he was up in his crate, and Maggie will not let my husband pick her up or put her in her crate or anything. She tries to bite him, and so he just left her out, and she kept climbing all over everything. I'm like, get out. And then I see her get stuck in one of the empty grocery bags and was panicking, and I'm like, why are you like a cat? Go. And so I'm sitting there fussing at her. Jeremy's laughing at me and the dog, because he's like, that dog is ridiculous. I was like, I know. I don't know what her deal is. It's like she's got a death wish or something. What the heck? Flipping dog, I swear. She's going to be 14 in July, and she's got glaucoma in her eyes, and my vet says she may be going a little bit deaf. I was like, she's not deaf, it's selective, trust me. She'll look dead at me and then just walk away when I tell her to quit doing something. And she doesn't like Ella or Lily. She's always like, every time they walk by her, she growls at them. And I was like, what did you do to this dog? And they're like, we haven't done nothing to her. She's just a cranky old you know what. And I was like, well, I know she is that, but she's only ever treated Daddy that way. Why is she treating you guys that way? I know, right? All right, let me make sure these. Okay, these are a little bit. Oh, that one is off. But yeah, she's such a butt. She don't care either. Jack's getting to the point too where if she's like being herself, Jack will sit there and just go and swat her, which is hilarious. And then she just snarls her nose up at him and it's like, you know how pugs are, they just snot all over the place. Oh my gosh, we took Ruby to this petting zoo thing, right, that's down the street from us, and we were getting ready to go when, you know, the turtles were having a National Geographic moment. And so I turned off my camera and I was like, all right, let's go. And I didn't know that Jeremy had one little apple slice left, and there was a turtle all the way across this thing where they come out, you know, like, I don't even know, probably like 30 feet away, I guess. And I turned off my camera and went to go put my camera or my phone in my purse. And he's like, oh, I got one apple left. And I was like, well, just give it to that turtle over there. And he's like, how am I going to get over there? He's way over there. And I was like, just toss it to him. He chucked that sucker and hit the turtle on the head, and the turtle retracted its head back in there. And I was so mad that I did not get that on video because I was laughing so hard. He's like, I couldn't do that again if I tried. And I was like, that's so messed up. A flipping camel. I had said something too about me and Kaylin. We watched 1,000-Pound Sisters. And, oh gosh, it's the most white trash show. Sorry, but it is. Ever. It's entertaining, though. And I like seeing their weight loss surgery. But one of the girls on there, we had just watched an episode where she got bit by a camel, which is like, I don't know, getting like bit by a manatee. You know, camels don't usually bite people. And she had to get like it was nasty. She had to get like a special antibiotic and everything for a camel bite. And like when it bit her, like she had a big open wound, and like her fat was coming out of her arm, you know. But what turned out was the reason why it bit her is because they had been smoking pot in her car. And so I think like it reacted to the smell. And I think the petting zoo thing, it was one of those drive ones, you know, where you drive through. And I think the petting zoo was sitting there, called the police, so that way they couldn't get sued for the camel bite. Because it reached in there and it just grabbed her arm and wouldn't let go. And then she went to some, like, doctor or something to, like, it was like a chiropractor, but he also was a neurologist, which was really weird. And where is that? Oh, I can feel it. And he was measuring, I guess, her brain waves and like how much of her brain is functioning at the time of the test. And it was functioning at like 14%, and it's supposed to be functioning at 80%. And I was like, that explains so much. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh. Me and Kaylin just looked at each other and were like, oh my gosh. Where is this flipping hole at? I cannot find this flipping hole. I must be way off. It's way on up here. Oh my gosh. So I was like, yeah, I was like, that explains it. That's all we had to hear. I was like, my goodness. But she is like, she's something else. Like, she's been dating this dude who's a lot older man than she is for like 2 months. And he asked her to marry him in a haunted house. And of course, I'm like dying the whole time because, you know, I live in Tennessee. Nothing against Tennesseans, but I'm married to an Appalachian hillbilly, okay? And I pick on him all the time because I'm technically, I guess, a Yankee. I guess I tell my kids they're technically like hankies. They were raised by a Yankee and a hillbilly, so I call them hankies. Well, both of my parents were definitely Yankified. But we lived in Florida. But I'm the only one who was born in Florida. Like my whole family. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Oh, did I do nothing? Okay. But he does the most hillbilly stuff sometimes. So I'm like, why are you doing that? I think one time I said to him, he was completely blowing my mind. Jeremy was, when he was doing something one time. And I didn't even know what to say. And I said, this is why you guys lost Civil War. This is exactly why. And my daughters were dying because of it. Ella spit her drink out everywhere. And I was like, this doesn't make a lick of sense. Yes. Oh my gosh. Do you watch that show? Yeah. We just watched it. And I think the preview is, and like, I hated her sister on there, Tammy. I was like, gosh, she's going to end up like not doing anything like the first few seasons. Because she was in a bad way. And then she finally got her life right. Now this one's going down the crapper. Talking about, yeah, it's like a train wreck sometimes watching it. You're like, nothing. It seems like their brother is the only one who has any sense at all. And he's got to deal with all them girls because he's the only boy. And then their oldest sister, she's funny because she's like, I'm just gonna be quiet because I'm not gonna say anything good. But yeah, this is so funny. Oh, did y'all hear my phone? Oh, my thing is about to come on. Hold on, let me turn this off. I forgot to turn my sound off on my phone. I forgot that thing's about to come on too. Here, let me lower this down. Isn't that funny though? Gosh. Alright, I think we're getting there. This actually makes time go by quicker. I finally got Kaylin though to watch the movie Death Becomes Her. I said it's funny, you'll like it. It's hilarious. And I always liked this movie, like growing up. It's a funny movie. And she watched it. She was like, oh my gosh, that was so weird. And I was like, I know. So yeah, I do too. I love that movie. And you know, one of these days they'll remake it and it won't be the same. Probably cooler technology. Oh, I think I hear Ruby. She's back. Uh-oh. Wonder if she's getting this thing where if we go anywhere, she doesn't want to leave. Oh my goodness. I was like, don't you be one of them kids that throws temper tantrum out in public and embarrass me. I blame it on Jeremy. He spoils her rotten. She gets away. And the older girls are like, if we would have done that, And I was like, are we jealous? And they're like, no, it's just freaking unfair. And I'm like, well, that's what happens when you're the baby. And she's starting to be mama's girl. She only wants to hang out with mama. They always do. They always want to be daddy's girls. And then when they become like 4 or 5, they don't want to hang out with daddy no more. Daddy's not as cool as mommy. Where is this flipping thing? Think about it. Did I get it? Oh, I'm one page off. I know, Mama's the coolest one. I always get dragged into everything too. Like if I hear an argument going on between like anybody in this house, it could be between Ella and Jeremy, it could be between Ella and Lily. You know what? I just noticed it's always Ella. Ella is always involved in every argument. That seems about right. She had that middle child syndrome long time before Ruby came. All right, let me take all this hair out. I'm looking for the security thingamabobber to pop up, and when it pops up, then I'll back the thing back up again. It's going to do it at the most inconvenient moment. Watch. See if I can do this quick. Or it does. I get it? No. Let me stick this through here. See what's happening. I keep missing this one. There we go. All right. Hold it like this. We'll get it on through there. There we go. All right, let me get all this layer out of here. I'll probably still get it out even after, so won't worry about it too much. What are you doing? All right. Yay. Oh, yeah. Alright, let me get 2 of these. There we go. Oh, yeah. Alright, then I'm going to put some things in between here. So that way, you know, we're not all shifty eyes like these. Clip this together for a bit. Alright. Looks pretty good. Here we go. Got it. Right on time. Look at that. Perfect timing. Yeah, Mama does. Mama spoils them though. And they probably feel like they could talk to me more because I'm not like a dad and, you know, dudes. You know how that is. Oh, I got paper in my hair. Make sure we got everything. I think I got everything out of the way. I can feel where the things are, so I can feel if it's like all bunched up anywhere. That's kind of nice. My things came off. I had to go grocery shopping because getting stuff for Memorial Day on Monday. And I have to clip these pages together. They kind of bounce out like that, but if you keep them to... Holy crap. Sorry, guys. I just knocked my phone down. Well, that's going to look crazy. Sorry. I hit it when I was getting something down. Going on a roller coaster. I already got the puzzle. That's why I got it lower. Let me do this. So I'm going to clip them together. And tonight, well, you know, when I'm done with this, I'll keep them clipped together. It kind of helps it to stay put like that. So what I'm going to do now, see, oh, it's so nice too. It lays flat. That's what I like. So you can work in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put doohickeys right here. So that way it can not shift. I have some extra paper. I'm just going to keep it the same color because I like that as the liner. Man, I am all kinds of thumbs today. I'm all thumbs. That one looks pretty. Looks like it's about 1 inch wide. Alright, let me trim this sucker down. I usually trim them down like the pages are 8.5, so like 8 3/8 is usually what I do. It looks like it's a little bit more than 1 inch. It looks like about 1 1/4 inches. Let's see how accurate. Maybe a little bit less. Oh, look at that. This is 1.25 inches. Perfect. I don't know where I got this gift of being able to estimate stuff. Freaks people out sometimes. The hair. All right. I'm going to move this one over like this, so that way I can move this one over, and then I'll put a bigger one there. My hair. I know, right? I feel sorry for anybody who has to care for me, because I am just going to be all over the place. I'll tell you what. All over the place. That one looks like almost 1.5 inches. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's a lot smaller than that. Well, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, it's about 1.25 inches. And cut it this way first. Do a little bit over 1.25 inches, and that's perfect. Put some over that little ringlet thing. Oh gosh, I don't know what Ruby's doing downstairs, but she's running amok. She's like, Jeremy's always like, I'll keep Ruby quiet. I'll try to keep Ruby as quiet as possible. I was like, I don't care. And nobody else does in my life. So as long as she ain't coming in here just, blah, you know, then she'll be fine. So I like to do this because, see, we don't get a lot of shiftiness. Okay, so that looks good. I have hair coming out everywhere. All right, so now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna look at the signatures real quick, and then we're gonna make a bookmark, and then that should be it for today anyway. All right, so I made this sucker like thick on purpose for lots of inserts, so that way if it's like this, not a big deal. So that tie closure, got my hair care products here. Oh, it's so soft too. Okay, oop, let me wipe this glue out. Got glue going on here. Okay, we got a liner that is just like the book. We got this as the first page. This is a book, or a page out of the book. Let me see which way this is open. What I'm going to probably do, I don't know, not all of these open. So what I may do is I may put, like, see this one does. So I may mark it like a pocket, like I did these pages right here. So that way, ones that aren't, nobody tries to, like, you know, open. So I'll go ahead and do that, I guess, because I'll forget. All right. I'm just going to do it a little bit. Just like that. That way, we know. Pocket. Alright, there's a little Screaming Mimi. We have Dude and his thing. And this one's a this way pocket. And we got Dude. We got Monster Prints. This is another sideways one. Screaming Mimi again. We got him. Oh, that one's just a page. Where is... He must be on the other side. Oh, there he is. I was wondering where the kid with the rock, sitting on the rock was. I was like, wait a minute. Whoa. Alright, that one's... Alright, I'll check. Alright, that one's a normal page. Normal page. That one's up here. Let me just do it this way. There we go. Alright. Alright, let me get all this mess off of here. End up in the book. Okay, so then we got this one. I don't think I made the... Oh, I did. Oh, what's wrong? What was I thinking? That's an itty bitty. Rum. Where are you going? I don't like to do it laying down like this because I'm always scared I'm gonna get it crooked, but I'll do my best. That looks pretty good. That one's a whole page. That one's a whole page. That must be the whole page. Here's one. This one must... Okay. And then there's that. page, the weird page. I was dying. I was like, how did I miss this before? Oh, there we go. I redeemed it. Also, if you want to know how you get them like straight, there's a little thing in there, and I use that to line up my paper. I line up my paper right here, and I know it's going to create that kind of hole, so that's what I do. Handy. Like a little handyman. This one, yeah. So I just line it up with that little metal thing in there. And that's about like the size that I want. Clip these. Oh yeah, this thing's just fall off like crazy. Hello, hello, how are ya? Oh, that's not one. I knew there were some that I just glued all the way around, and this may be the one where I did that. Yep. Also, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this for a few of them. Yeah, just give it a little Totally forgot to do those before. I like doing the butt one. I'll shake the book out in a second. That's why I got my punch out. Where the wild things are? I made the lighting paper. It's just brown paper, and then I printed all the stuff on it. I don't know what specific brand it is because it doesn't have a brand. I usually get that from a local supplier now. Oh no, Local Peeps makes it for me and cuts it. The hum stopped? What's that mean? No. Let me make sure I stay in fill. Gotta get the rest of these. Nope, 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 nope. Here it is. I think it was this one. Nothing changed. I don't hear anything. I don't have any printers running or anything like that. It's just me. Me in here. Jeremy's not even inside. He took Ruby outside. Let me do this. I have no idea, honestly. I think maybe 60 or 70 pounds, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Wait a minute. Let me see. I don't remember stamping that one. Oh, I did. There it is. Okay, I think I got them all except for the pocket ones. I didn't want to do the pocket one. Okay, now let me go and let's squish this right here because that will help it not be so chunky monkey. All right, so let me see if I got any in here. Yeah, just like those. These kind right here that aren't pockets, those are the kind that I want to punch it real good. It could have been the music thing on there, but like no usual hum like printers or anything. But no, I don't hear nothing. I ain't got nothing running today. Alright, there we go. pocket. All right, here we go. All right, I think that takes care of that one. All right, do this one, and then I'm going to make that bookmarker. I don't know if there's any. Oh, yeah, there is. I thought I divided up the pages pretty good because I wanted to organize them. Kind of have an even amount of regular storybook pages and then the line paper and then, you know, all that other stuff. Okay, there's the middle one. And this. Pocket page. There's this one. Okay, well then it's probably your house. It's humming. No, I don't hear humming. That sounds like an electrical thing, but not unless it was the air, but the air just came on just now. So, but I keep it like 75 degrees up here because I'm always freezing. Unless I'm actually doing something. Alright, I think. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the bookmarker that I like to put in the middle one. I always make the middle one have an upper page when I have 3 signatures so I can put my bookmarker in there. So while I'm going to put this to the side, let me do a quick measurement because I always forget. I think I'm going to make it, I think I make it 7.5. That's great. All right. When I forget, when I haven't made a bookmarker in a while, I always forget. I did save my scraps though. And so what I'm going to do, get all these out of here because I'll get glue or some crap stuck to them and then it'll be ingrained in there forever. I knocked all my stuff down when I was doing all that. Okay, so I think I was going to make that one side, and then I was going to do that as another side. And then I have like little ephemera stuff. That's that theme. And let me get my, I may do, I don't know if I want it, no, I don't want to do a circle. Let's see, probably an oval. Oh, wait a minute, I just thought about it. Cool idea. Alright, I have an idea. I've never done a thing like this before, so we'll see how this goes. I usually make it about 2, I think it's about about 2.5 inches wide, maybe. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, it could be an electrical thing. That's the only humming I could think of that's not like an actual thing. You know, like how you go by a transformer or something like that and it's humming because it's doing its thing or whatever. It's kind of like, make it 7 7/8, I think. That's good. Need to get a new cutter. I have one, I just haven't put it back on here yet. I say 2.5, I guess. Maybe I just wasn't pressing hard enough. All right. So let me put this here. All right. What I'm gonna do. I'll get this open here so I can be proactive. See how I want to set this up. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I eat you up. All right. That one might be a little bit too big. Trying to get the single animals on here, like him or him. Maybe that one. This one bigger. Let me see this real quick. Oh, let me make them bigger. Oops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Hang on a second. These things are crooked. Let me cut another one out because I'm not liking how that one was. I'm gonna do 2.5. All right. There we go. All right, I think I'm going to put it like this, and I will trim off if I have any excess like I have right here. And then what I think I want to do, put these out of here. I can put this put him like maybe right here. I put him right here, and I'm going to do like an oval and an oval. Maybe like a crooked oval and a crooked oval, just to make it look kind of whimsy, you know? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Kind of like a double peekaboo kind of thing. Whoop. And then I'll put some clear stuff because I got a bunch of that over here. Make it more rounded. And put him like that. You know what I may also do is put this behind here like this. Or let me put this one because that's on the back already. I'm gonna put this on here to kind of break up the background a little bit so it's not so plain Jane. Make it a little bit thicker too. be okay if it doesn't go all the way to the edge, because you're not going to see that. Because this will be over it. That kind of matches a little bit better. And I'll take some black, go around the white edges. So there it is. I'll do the edge afterwards. Okay, so got this. I'm gonna put little dude here. Whoop. Oh, it's a half sticker. I wonder why it wasn't sticking. Kind of like that. Cut the tail off. And then I was going to put this dude there. I like him. He's like the main dude. Alright, let me get some plastic stuff. Oh my god. Oh, I dropped my stickers. I'm just going to do the whole thing so it doesn't get all lopsided. Maybe. I'll probably put this one on the back like this, just in the middle or something. Let me do this part first. Looks like a pair of glasses. Oh, that feels good and thick now. All right, let me make sure we're lined up, and I'm going to trim off any little excess I see going on here. All right. I was like, what is that? It's part of its tail. Still sticking out. I'm just going to go through the thickness of that. See if I can get it through there. There we go. They have 3D glasses. That's exactly what it looks like. Alright, now let me put eyelet in for the ribbon. I think that will be about it. I think I may actually needs like words or something. Just don't know what yet. Add some of these little things on here. And also add like him, like also like on the outside like this. But I don't really want to cover those up. I have some other little, oh wait. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, my husband is always like, we need to take a vacation. We haven't taken one since like 2010. And I'm like, I don't want to go nowhere. It's so freaking difficult. It's not a vacation. It's awful. I feel like crap. There. That's the money maker right there. Might be the little cold stickers, but I think that this one will be good down here. That will fit. I may have some little gold stars too. Somewhere. But I think this will work. Whoop. I got a lot of cooking to do on Monday. Hubs is breaking out his grill. We got one of those black, what's it, Blackstone is the flat grills. We got him one for Father's Day. He was whining that he needed a new grill. And I said he wanted one that was like, you know, took charcoal. And I was like, nope, I ain't doing that. So, because it's so messy. And the flat top grills, they like cook phenomenal. I highly recommend. Now, I got mine on sale when they had them on sale at Walmart and got it shipped to the house. So, because it was free shipping. That's what, always look for a deal. And I think it was around Father's Day too. So, if you're looking for a new grill, and I think it was marked down from like $400 to like, I think it was $199. So, I was like, that is awesome. Perfect. And it's huge. And it comes with a cover and everything like that. So, I think that looks good. Yep. Okay. And it's such a good grill. Highly recommend. Love it. Oh, you do? It's so good. So all he's got to do is grill out. That's it. And at least it's not like balls hot out either, because, you know, that would make it kind of miserable. It's so cold here for May. So I make my faux tater salad because me, Ella, and Jeremy are the only ones who like it, or like even potato salad. And basically it's potato salad that really freaks your mind out, and it's made with cauliflower. It's healthier. And I'm not one of these weird white people that makes weird potato salad. I like normal chunky potato salad. I don't put raisins in it or whatever the heck that nonsense is. Like, my mom always made really good potato salad. But I like to eat a lot of it. So I make it with cauliflower, and we call it faux tater salad. And for some reason, like, see, I chop it up like into bits, like you would potato salad. And I roast the cauliflower, some onions and stuff, and season it. And when you add in the mayo, mustard, and I put dill in mine, like some dill seasoning, and, you know, the cauliflower, when you mix it up, it tastes just like potato salad. It weirds my mind out completely. I don't know why it does. Well, it just proves that potato salad is all about the extra ingredients, I guess. And that came out good. And I make that, and I'm going to make I make baked mac and cheese from scratch, which everybody always loves. Like, I make a white sauce and everything, and then I put like 7 different cheeses in it. It's super, super fattening, but nobody cares. We're eating faux tater salad, so that makes up for it. And let's see, what else am I going to make? We always have baked beans, but I don't make them from scratch. I just pour can. I may put like some bacon in it or something like that, extra bacon. And again, that's something that only me and Jeremy would eat, so nobody else likes it. Everybody wants the burgers and dogs. I also make some kielbasa. I have Jeremy make kielbasa on the grill because it's delicious. I love it. And I'm going to make a strawberry kind of, a light kind of strawberry cake with strawberries and, just a yellow cake mix and like some maybe either Cool Whip or frosting. I don't know. And then I'm going to make a chocolate cream pie. I was going to make a key lime pie because I usually make one. I make several in the summertime. And then my oldest was like, if Daddy buys some rhubarb, will you please make a rhubarb squares? You know how much I love those. And I'm like, yeah, if you find some, because it's hard to find. And my rhubarb squares are a recipe that aren't found anywhere. It's my grandmother's recipe. And people are like, how come you don't share it? And I was like, because you can't find it anywhere. And it's like a dump cake. It's like a easy dumping everything in a pan. And everybody loves it. I only share it with a few people. All right, here we go. Easy, simple bookmarker. And you don't even have to like do the little circle things on here. You could just do a bookmarker like this and then just, cover it with stickers and stuff. And then what I do is find where I did with my book. There we go. All right, so this has been sitting here all clipped and stuff like it's at the hair salon. But yeah, so I'm making a few desserts. I'll probably make them like Sunday evening though, so I don't have a bunch of stuff to do. And then it gets nice and cold. I know, right? It is. All right, so this looks fabulous. All right, and then I put this in here. Do I have it open? No. There we go. And then, boom. There's the bookmarker. So, and then it sticks out the top so you can, see it, use it, love it, need it, want it. All right, so flip through. Got the signatures put in. Let's do flip through real quick. Make sure I'm in camera view. All right, first signature, I used pages from the book and I glued them here. I made pocket pages. If they have this on them, it's a pocket page. Made my own signature paper, line paper. There's another pocket page. So there's lots of places to shove stuff. See, like shove little things in there. And then I got another pocket page. Screaming Meanie kid. He is such a brat in the movie. It makes me like not like this book as much. And then this is another page from the book. Pocket page. And I left these like with blank paper so that way, it can be like decorated with stuff. Whatever. And that. And then we got the middle. This is the middle where the signatures are sewn in at. And it's actually a pocket right there so stuff can go in there. And then we have monster feet, little sitting, non-screaming Mimi. More monsters. And then being okay, saying, hey, what's up, Mimi? And a little monster right there. Pocket page. And then we got some more lined paper. Sitting and thinking about what he did wrong page. That's what I should call that one. More monsters. There's that. Here's him on the boat. And then this. And there's the other, and that's just the first signature. And then here's the second signature. This is the other paper that has this on there. Little tiny pocket, Screaming Mimi. And then another pocket page right there. Here's just a normal page there. And that one's just a normal page too. It's just like a little decorative page from the book. This is how, if I did like children's books and repurpose them, this is how I would do them. And I would, you know, add in like the pages from the book and then just kind of work around that. That way you don't lose it. And then here's the middle page where the signature at, upper pocket, and we did the bookmarker today, which loves it. It's all gold and pretty. It says, what does it say? And they roared their terrible roars, and we love you so. And then I'll eat you up. So that is what goes right here. And these little eyelets are where I would put charms and stuff like that. Little attachment. So here is the rest of that one. That's the rest of that pocket page. And this page. And then the hey page. When I saw this picture, I was like, oh my gosh, this does not look right. And I never noticed it before after all the times I've been reading this book. And there's a pocket right here. And then the little pocket. And then here's the back of this one. And then I got the front of the third one. Let me put something on there. Another pocket page. And then there's a pocket. And then here's the pocket. And this one is just a normal no pocket page. And same with this one. This is just so you get an extra page to decorate or whatever on. And then there's that. Hang on, if you guys are commenting, I haven't looked yet. And then this is the middle where the signatures are sewn in. This. Oops. Plenty of room for writing. And then there's meanness. And then another pocket page. Pocket page. And then pocket page and the end. And then there we go. So 3 signatures. And I made the cover on my last live, which you can rewatch on YouTube. And well, there we go. And then tying it up. Pull these a little bit tighter. There we go. And then fur ball right here, which I'm still trying to dig all the hair out of the strings. But I can just fluff it up and then it will, see that? There you go. I don't even notice. So there we go. Fuzzy. And Jack does not like this. I sat there and I was going like that to him, and he was going nuts. He didn't even want to touch it. I think it freaked him out too much. He probably thought I like did this with their last dog or something. I don't know. So there's the bookmarker right there. And then there's the back. So I'll be putting some inserts in this on lives over the next few lives until I use up all the rest of my goodies over here, like all my stuff, my little ephemera pieces. And the black and white journal, I'll probably make a bookmarker for that one. And maybe a few other little things, and then that will be done, and I'll probably add that to my Etsy shop. It's been a while since I've added books to it, so I was like, why not? Yeah, exactly. I've seen somebody put animals in resin, like mice they catch, but I got the black and white book. I've added some extras. I got to add my label thing on the back. So this one, gosh, why does this one feel heavier than that one? I don't know why. I added in a lot of extra goodies, like I added these little things in, and this one has like extra pages in it too. They're not pocket pages, but like this. This is like a textured page. My grandmother sent me that. So she said, here, use this in one of your journals. So I said, okay. So that's what I did. So I got extra little thingies in here. And so I'll make a bookmarker, which will go in this page right here. And if I decide to make anything else with it, I got to glue that thing back down. Kind of add some extra stuff. And then I've added extra words and everything back here. These little things are like die cut stickers. And I'm not a huge fan of them, but I had them that match this collection. So I was like, I got to use them up because it's a discontinued collection. So I've been looking and staring at it for like 3 years now. So I was like, I need to do something with it. So yeah, I'll be adding that one in here sometime, on there. And then I have another collection that I'm going to be making a book out of, not on live. It will be just in my regular videos, and it is Letters and Flowers. I think this one is a discontinued collection too, but I still have a ton of them left in my Etsy shop. So this will be the next book I'm making on that. I gotta get rid of some of this paper. It's everywhere. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you guys have a safe Memorial Day. Remember, if you're traveling, be careful because people are crazy. And, thank you to all the men and women who gave our lives so we could have our freedom to sit here and do lives like this, and stuff. So, yeah, so I'll be working on this one on the next few lives. So I should be on Tuesday because we're out of school now. So yippee, yippee. And next week I will be having a shipment come in of my next 5 washi tapes. So look out for those. I'll have videos of each of them when they do come out. And you guys can look for those. My Etsy shop. They're all going to be $12 a piece. So for a whole roll. I already know that. So yay. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for joining me on Saturday. And you guys have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday.